And Ben Simmons, it's not like he became a bad shooter. We keep watching and expecting a different result. And I'm like, it's not going to happen. Ben Simmons doesn't all of a sudden become Chris Mullin. It's not like one game where you go, damn, did you see him? He's killing it. If Chris Mullin was shooting right-handed, then maybe that's where Ben is going. But last night, when your teammate is saying, Ben, shoot it, here's Kyrie after the loss to the Milwaukee Bucks.
So you guys keep coming in here asking me, like, what about Ben? What about Ben? And it's just, he hasn't played in 2 years. Give him a chance. You know what I mean? We stay on his stay on. I wish I could say other words because I'm from Jersey, but we stay on him. And, like, you should stay on him. And we're just here to give him positive affirmations while he's out there and just let him hoop. You know, and then while he's hooping and getting back into it, we're going to have to really gel as a team in order to learn how to win as a group.
But I think these are fair questions. When we were talking about mental illness with Ben, or if he was battling through that, then I understood the sensitivity here. I don't know what happened in Philly. That feels like a 30 for 30 one of these days, where we look back on the Philadelphia story with Ben and what happened. What was really going on there? Because I don't know. You know, was it a contract? Was it mental issues? What was he battling through? I don't know. But he's now with the Nets, and these are fair questions, in my opinion, to be able to ask him. And I would say to Kyrie, why did you tell him, or why won't he shoot? Why did you get to the point where you have to yell at a teammate to shoot? Usually, you would say, hey, pass the ball. Now you're saying, shoot it. God, I would have loved a teammate to say, shoot it. Yes, Marv.
I'm still flabbergasted by the Ben Simmons thing. He was a McDonald's All-American. He was the first pick in the draft. He was a National Player of the Year in high school. And he can't shoot. I just can't even, I don't even have the words to come up with, like, why. Was it just like he's just such a phenomenal passer, rebounder, the size?
Well, he was 6'9". He was the next Magic. But Magic made himself a better shooter. Magic had a set shot. He became a serviceable shooter and good from the free throw line. I think it all goes back to shooting free throws. Because if I know I'm going to get fouled, I go to the line and I'm going to make those. And I think psychologically that would help him greatly. Therefore, you're not afraid to take it to the hoop. You're not afraid to challenge somebody. He's just not aggressive because he does not want to go to the free throw line. And that's where all of his problems stem. If you can get comfortable at the line, you're going to get comfortable on the court. And you're still not going to be a good jump shooter. But it just, I would hire some of the best left-handed shooters if they're available. Is Chris Mullin available? Mully had one of the great shots in basketball history. I bring him in. What do you see? But it's hard to change somebody when they're 26 years of age. They've been doing this the whole time. It's like a golf swing. It's like, wait, I can't change it. But he's out there performing in front of people and does not want to be embarrassed. And that thought, I mean, you're already defeated. When you step on the floor, you're thinking, I don't want to be embarrassed. I could get embarrassed. And watch him last night. He was trying to take it to the hoop, sort of, but the Greek freak was there. And it wasn't a pretty picture. But it's not changing. Russell Westbrook doesn't change. Ben Simmons doesn't change. But that won't stop everybody from covering them expecting change. It's just not going to happen. Ben can still be a quality player. That's why when people go, man, okay, all right, he's supposed to be great. Man, he can play some defense. Yes, he was Defensive Player of the Year. He's a good passer. He's a good rebounder. All of those things suffer when you know I could go to the line and get embarrassed. I could have a wide open jumper and shoot an air ball. Now, that doesn't bother Russell Westbrook. Russell have it off the side of the backboard. And he'll look at his hand, like his hand had something like, oh, whoa, like a ball goes through your glove, and you're like, look at my glove, I got a hole. Yeah, Mark.
And it's amazing that he was playing the Greek Freak because the Greek Freak is the complete opposite of him. He came in less skilled than Ben Simmons coming out of, college or whatever, and he has turned himself into an all-around player where the jump shot isn't, Steph Curry knockdown, but you have to respect it. At least run at Giannis when he's trying to shoot, and the free throws, all that stuff. So it's unfathomable that Ben Simmons hasn't gotten it together.
Yes, Paulie.
Yeah, if you go back to Giannis's first year in the league, he averaged 7 points and 4 rebounds. He was coming off the bench, 24 minutes a game, and it was a slow growth, almost like Steph Curry. You mentioned Magic Johnson. I'd never noticed what a good free throw shooter he was. I went back and looked at his stats. Yeah. Magic at age 20, he was averaging 18, 7, and 7 as a rookie, and he shot 81% from the line. His career shooting percentage from the line is 86%, and he even led the entire league in free throw shooting one year at 91%. Wow. I did not know that about Magic.
Yeah, but he made himself a better shooter, because if you watched him at Michigan State, Magic was always on the move in transition, and he developed a set shot. Now, he didn't jump, but at 6'9", he didn't have to jump. But if he took it to the hoop and he found him, he's going to make his free throws. It's such a great confidence builder. And you don't have to be a great knockdown shooter. You just have to be respectable. That they go, let me get up on you. Because when they get up on you, that's when Magic would go around you. Yes, Mark.
Is this something that just happens with basketball players that are great athletes, the Derrick Roses, the Rajon Rondos, where you were athletically superior to everybody in high school and even in college, where I don't need to, shoot this jumper. I can just go right past you and get to the hoop. And then when they get to the NBA,
I don't know if he's working on his game. Guys sometimes get to the pros and then they stop because they got to the pros. But there are guys who, like the Greek Freak, it feels like every game is a referendum on his career, and he wants to prove to you that he can be great every single night. I don't know how many players have that. Yeah, Marv.
This might be a whole other convo. Culturally, Greek Freak's not from here. So people weren't on him. He didn't have the hoopmixtape.com, the Ball is Life mixtape coming out of Greece. And they were like, man, this guy's the next X, Y, and Z. Derrick Rose, Rondo, Ben Simmons, all those guys, here in America,
sure,
they had those, man, he's the next, Magic, the next Jordan, the next whoever. And they had all those accolades coming to them, at such a young age. I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
Yeah,
or
and
not.
it could have, but you still, I just can't imagine that when you go to the playground to shoot around. What is that like for people who can't shoot? Like, I wouldn't go to the playground and shoot if I
couldn't shoot.
Yes.
What's it like to not be able to shoot?
I can answer this question. You guys might want to let me take this for a bit.
Yeah, because it would bum me out. I would be shooting, clank. Hey, a little help, clank, clank. And there's very few sounds better than the ball going through the net, the swish. I wouldn't practice if that was the case. I wouldn't want to go out there and go, I'm just going to run around for all the rebounds. Yeah, Paulie.
I used to play pickup with my friends, and I was beyond a terrible shooter. I was just a non-shooter. I wouldn't even try because I was that bad. I would try to help out by, a teammate would be in a jam and pick up their dribble and get it right back to them. I was like a useless player on the court, but I was aware of it. So I didn't try to shoot when I knew it wasn't going to go in.
Yeah, but you weren't getting paid $36 million like Ben Simmons
Not even close, but I could make more free throws than that.
You think you could beat him in a free throw shooting contest?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I would
set it up.
I'd put a week's pay on it.
Yeah, I'm sure he
You guys
would
get
love
to trade checks.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Week checks.
Yeah, I'm talking about he doesn't want to be embarrassed. But, hey, I'm willing to go into the man cave there and shoot again. Yeah, what time?
I just heard back from Nets PR. They said 2 o'clock Saturday work.
Okay.
I got to get back to
During
him.
college football? Yeah, that now he's in my head.
You know what? We'll go to him.
All right.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
I would put cash on that.
That you would beat Ben Simmons?
Yeah, I'm very competitive.
I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could get 6.
Okay.
I think I get 6. I put up,
If I said $1,000.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And he has to put up more or less.
5,000.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yes, Eden.
Is there a way we could do it at halftime of their next home game, just so we can get the crowd involved?
Fun.
That
Everybody.
definitely changes things. Paul Pabst.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, our free throw shooting contest.
But if I beat him, I get to stay and I
You get to
his
play.
slot.
You get to play.
I'll set a pick or two.
You get to play.